For 35 pence per seller lead, this Facebook marketing method got 2,450 leads for a brand new estate agent from the start of November to the end of December. And all 2,450 of these seller leads know exactly who he is and what it is he does, to the point that they've actually sat and watched him for at least a minute or longer. And if you're an established estate agent and you'd like to do the same, watch this video and I can explain to you how it works. Now, we're not the only ones using this. Our mentor teaches over 1,000 real estate agents in the USA to get more seller leads and increase their conversions using this method. And we have our own case study estate agent here in the UK. Yeah. Mark Hennigan is a brand new estate agent in Reading, and he's already achieved incredible results in just 2 months. Now, I want to talk about the 3 main problems that stand between you and you getting more clients from your lead generation. Now, the first problem we see is that the cost of ads are going up and up. And over the past year, we've seen this happen with Google ads, traditional Facebook ads, in fact, all the ads, yeah? And for example, it now costs 46% more to get 1 click using Google ads than it did a year ago. And a similar thing has happened with traditional Facebook ads. And this is because you bid against other advertisers every time you put an ad in someone's feed. The source of the problem is that with more companies bidding across all the industries, the cost of advertising on Facebook is going up, yeah? And finally, analog marketing is even more expensive now because of the rise of the cost of living. Delivery costs more, production costs more, and I bet you've seen the new price of stamps now. Goodness me, yeah? And in short, we need to do something special with your ad budget if you want to get more clients in without breaking the bank. Now, the second problem is that trust in estate agents is going down, which means that your ads work less when sellers don't know you, which is why your ads are becoming ineffective because they don't know you. Now, recent research taken by Phil Spencer on January the 3rd, 2024, showed that only 14% of people in the UK trust estate agents right now. 80% of people consider there to be a housing crisis in the UK. And 74% of people do not believe there's enough independent support or advice. Yeah. This is for home buyers and sellers. Yeah. Now, there are more estate agents now than ever before in the UK. And last time I checked, it was close to 23,000. And it's really important to understand from this perspective of sellers. Yeah. Because they all seem to think about estate agents who they do not know with the same stereotype, which means that they don't really trust you. Okay. One of the reasons why sellers are trusting estate agents less and less is because of previous bad experiences. And usually this happens due to a lack of customer care and a focus on listing properties at any cost. And you know that's happening, don't you? So when you put out an ad offering to sell someone's home, you're going to get fewer results because most sellers don't know you. So therefore they don't like you or trust you yet. This isn't a problem that you've created, but it is a problem we need to solve if you want more listings. Now, finally, the cost of seller leads are going up and up and up, which means that you get less leads for your ad spend using the old methods. And this is the most important factor because you don't want to pay more for your seller leads, right? Now, right now, because most advertising costs more, and because sellers who don't know who you are less likely to click on your ad, it's going to cost you more to get seller leads using these old methods, isn't it? And this is a massive problem because most estate agents are using the most expensive method of Facebook marketing to get seller leads. It's one that's always been used, yeah? So why wouldn't they? So let's talk about that in a moment because there really are effective alternatives, which I'd love to share with you. Hi, we're Tina, and that's Dan over there. You can't see him. We're from Estate Agent Success. And we're established online marketers who have learned from the best lead generators, mentors in the whole world. Now, I personally began this journey back in 2018, and we chose UK estate agents to serve and help because of my experience of building a property portfolio back in 2006, 2008. And I was actually looking to sell several properties later in 2016, and I wasn't able to find great estate agents to actually help me. And I experienced some nightmares, which I could have easily avoided if only I found a good estate agent. At the time, I didn't know there were good and bad ones. Okay, I just thought everyone was an estate agent. But from this experience, we thought that if we could help position the best UK estate agents in a way so that you can attract the sellers in the easiest way possible, we could create win-win situations, help everybody. Now, after using the traditional online lead generation methods for a few years, we were finding more and more that the leads coming from those seller guides and valuation tools were actually really hard to actually turn into listings as time went on. Now, I'm the kind of person who likes to improve my service rather than live with the bad results, okay? And I knew this problem was due to oversaturation in the marketplace. So my son Daniel and I, we searched for a better method of bringing seller leads and then nurturing them in a way that other marketing agencies in the UK are not doing right now. Now, in the USA and Canada, thousands of real estate agents are using these methods to get massive amounts of sellers. And this is still fresh for the UK estate agency market because only 0.1% of estate agents are actually using this method right now. And they don't really know what they're doing, to be honest. But you know it's coming. You've heard it from all the industry's favourite trainers. Video. Okay. You have to do it a certain way. But yesterday was the time to start, and we are here to show you what you need to do in the easiest and quickest way to get you started. And in this video, I'm going to show you why your ads are costing you more money and how to fix it. I'm also going to show you why sellers are trusting you less as an estate agent and how to fix that. And then I'm going to show you why it's costing you more and more to get your seller leads and how to fix this too. Now, most UK estate agents who are running Facebook ads are doing something called conversion ads. What's happening is they're getting people to actually give them their name and their email. But this is the most expensive form of Facebook advertising. Okay, so instead of doing that, we're still going to capture the lead, but we're going to do it in a different way. You see, when you've read something like a video ad, Facebook is going to save that person's information on platform, okay? So that we can target them in a campaign for pennies on the pound of what most people are spending on conversion campaigns, which are the most expensive type. And we're going to utilize the cheapest type, which is video ad, so that Facebook is going to collect the lead in a different way. So instead of starting with a conversion ad and getting their name and email, we're going to start with a video ad where we get what's called an invisible lead. Why is it called an invisible lead? Well, you can't see their name or email, but that's good, okay? Because Facebook is doing all of the hard work for you, and they're also keeping track of it for you, so you don't have to, okay? This is really useful because we get to place more ads in front of them at a cheaper cost. And once you have all of your seller leads, then you make £2 and £1, ads to book in your appointments with these leads, which is so much easier because they will have already seen you and heard your voice and kind of like met you. It's going to be so much easier and cheaper for you than sending out all these ads willy-nilly, hoping for a new client from people who have no idea who you are and might not even have a house. Yeah? Can you imagine? Okay, so this is a measured and direct way which you can track the results on how you know which ads are working or if one of them needs a quick tweak to improve your results, okay? This is amazing because of that. Anyway, let's talk about the next problem. Many of your seller leads aren't even turning into booked appointments. Now, why is that? Well, it's because your sellers get distracted looking at other estate agents in your area because they're trying to work out which one to choose. Okay, but how can we fix that? Okay, it's easy. When you get a new seller lead, the best thing to do is actually put more of your ads in front of that seller on Facebook. This is so they can remember you. It means they get to know you. They click on your ad and then they come back to you. Okay. Now, most UK estate agents who are running Facebook ads are spending their money to reach what we call a cold audience. And this is when you send out an ad to people who don't know you yet, or you have no relationship with them. And it's also unlikely for these people to be sellers. They're just people who live in your area, but you don't know who they are. Now, any sellers who do see your ad, they trust you very little since they know nothing about you at all. And most importantly, these sellers may have seen similar ads before by other estate agents, and they potentially have been let down, okay, by these agents. Now, we approach these leads in a very different way. They get to know who you are and what you do by watching your video ad. You're kind of like a mini celebrity in your area. How cool is that? So once they become your lead, it's like you've already had the first conversation with them and they already feel comfortable with you because they know who you are. Now, from there, you're sending them more ads which will build their trust in you. And finally, you send them cheap ads to them asking whether they'd like to book an appointment with you to speak with you. And in this way, you get seller leads reaching out to ask you for an appointment without ever having to follow up on leads yourself. No more of those horrible phone calls. And you could be out working while your ads are doing all this hard work for you. They introduce you to your next client, and they get those clients to reach out to you for a conversation. It's what we call the reverse approach to lead generation. Now, if you'd like this ads method implemented for your own estate agency for you, or you'd just like a demo of the strategy in action, click on the link below and you can book in a 10 to 15 minute call with us and we can go through it with you. Cheers.